into this because for decades there have been reports of extraterrestrial activity across the US, from UFO sightings to close encounters of the third kind. But now, a new documentary series is investigating the existence of alien life.
There's something happening across our land. It's carving a terrifying path.
Right there.
Whoa! Lawmen don't want to talk about it.
I have no idea how you would explain that.
And the government denies it's even happening.
The White House has dismissed a full UFO investigation.
Those who speak up face ridicule, or even worse.
An El Paso County Sheriff's deputy fired from his job.
They took my badge, but they can't take my voice.
Together with my son, Dan Zukowski,
it's absolutely moving right now,
and investigator Heather Taddy.
You never really get this close.
I listen to people who are afraid to speak out.
Nobody's going to believe me.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is called Alien Highway, and paranormal enthusiast and investigator Heather Taddy joins us right now with more. Hi, Heather. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Hello.
Hi. Good. The series takes its name from Nevada State Route 375, which was officially named Extraterrestrial Highway in 1996 due to many reports of strange activity and those UFO sightings. So tell us more about this series.
So the series follows myself and UFO investigator Chuck Zukowski, along with his son, who is a skeptic. It follows us on our investigations through the Midwest, western areas of the United States, where there seems to be certain states where a lot of this activity is focused on, and we're trying to, explore various theories connecting to certain cases and just try to help people figure out what they're seeing in the sky.
So in the first episode, you investigate the 1973 Piedmont Lights, which took place in Missouri. There have been a recent wave of alleged UFO sightings in the area. What do you think this is? Is this history repeating itself? What's happening?
Yeah, when we were there, we pretty much came to the conclusion that it is, in a way, history repeating itself. But we also talked about a very explorable theory about how, so the Piedmont Lights occurred over Clearwater Lake, and there are intersecting fault lines in this area of Missouri where it creates sort of this energy, and we think that it might be attracting these UFOs.
Okay. It's so intriguing. I mean, you also investigate one of the most well-known UFO incidents, the sightings in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947.
How close did you get?
Yeah, what do you think happened?
Well, I definitely believe that the ways in which, if you really read and research about the case, the ways in which the military behaved kind of points in the direction that there were alien bodies, there were, debris that the government, in fact, tried to cover up. It's really fascinating once you dive into it. And we actually got to go to the debris site where this occurred.
Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know you don't want to give too much away because we want to watch it in the show, but you're working as well with paranormal investigator and demonologist Lorraine Warren. Now, she inspired these horror movies, The Conjuring, which are really frightening. What was that like, Heather?
Completely amazing, and I still have to pinch myself to tell myself that it really was real. But, I saw her lecture in college, and a year later, I was traveling around the country and working with her and getting to know her and hearing these jaw-dropping stories of, the Amityville case, The Conjuring, Annabelle, the Enfield poltergeist. Like, her and her husband really were leading researchers in the field of all paranormal. They spent decades helping families, lecturing at universities, and so they were the top pioneers on this subject, and it was truly remarkable to be able to, know Lorraine.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fascinating job. I mean, how did you get into it? I mean, throughout your career, you must have seen some unexplainable things. What experience, stands out the most for you?
Oh, I've been on such a variety of, diverse investigations. I'm pretty well-rounded when it comes to the subject, but since we've been on the topic of UFOs, there's one case that stands out to me that took place at a ranch in Washington State where scientists go there and they study it because people see these lights in the sky that there's just no explanation for. And my team on Paranormal State, we went there and we had a satellite tracking program that, told us what direction satellites were going in the sky. So we would see these lights, that we would have these high-powered military flashlights. We'd flash at them and they would flash back and they would just cruise really slowly in the sky, and then they'd just be out of sight. And we saw this various nights we were there.
Whoa. All right. Well, look, this sounds fascinating. I love this sort of stuff. Thank you for being on the show, Heather. Alien Highway airs Sundays at 8:30 on Discovery. Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
It sure is.
Yeah, that's scary good.
That's right in your lane.
That's right in my highway.